What is up, guys? Zoo back here once again in No Man's Sky, and today I'm going to show you how I make stasis devices. Yes, stasis devices. That's where the big bucks come from. What I figured I would do is just show you straight from the top in case this is something you want to get into. I'm going to show you how I do it. I mean, there's lots of different ways to set up a farm for this, or however, this is definitely not the most efficient way to do this. Let's just leave it at that. Other guys have much more efficient ways. Now, I like to do mine here at this specific base, my beach base here. I don't know why, this is the one I have set up most for making these devices. Now, I already have a lot of the materials that I would need. But for the sake of the video, let's start from the top as if we had no materials. So the first thing we're going to need to make is aronium. And aronium is something that you don't necessarily need to craft yourself. You can buy this at stations. So we need, in order to make it, we need paraffinium and ionized cobalt. So let's make aronium. Three, four, five. We're gonna go for 20 if possible. 20 stasis devices, I mean. Okay, and there is our aronium. Next, magno gold. Now, I know I have some of this. This one's ionized cobalt and phosphorus. Okay, here's 14, so let's just grab those and we'll craft the rest. Okay, so now you got 20 magno gold. Again, those cost 50 ionized cobalt and 50 phosphorus to make. So you're gonna, definitely want a spot set up to grab phosphorus and, have your cobalt on hand. Okay, so next up is grantine, which I always want to call granite. It's because that's what it looks like, but it's actually grantine. That's ionized cobalt and dioxide. I probably have some somewhere already. I've really been meaning to clean up these storage lockers, but yeah, haven't got around to it yet. But I will. We will. We'll get there. There's superconductors. We're gonna need those. And just so you guys know, a lot of the materials that I'm crafting right now don't need to be crafted. And what I mean is you can get magno gold from storage depots, destroying those, from your freighter missions where you send your frigates out. You can get magno gold. So a lot of these items you can get elsewhere. You definitely do not need to craft them like I'm doing. Okay, so we're just going to do this the long way. It'd be really nice if they put like a way to just put the amount you want. Okay, so step one is these 3 items, and we're going to combine all those to make, where is it? Iridescite. Because this is one of the main ingredients for the stasis device. And I would say the easiest one to make. All right, so we got 20 of those. I already had a bunch of them that I made earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and throw these in here. And then let's just take these Gek relics and put those in somewhere else. Yeah, a lot of inventory screwing around with this. And then, okay, on to step 2, which is a lot longer process. First thing we need is thermic condensate, which we may have some somewhere. This is another one you can get from doing if you do the missions at the space stations. This is often a reward. So again, if you do a lot of those missions, you can. Oh, look at that. All right, cool. We only have to make a couple. All right. But if you were making these from scratch, they're condensed carbon and sulfurine. So, like for the sulfurine, I have a base that is for sulfurine. Okay, next up we need nitrogen salt, which is nitrogen and condensed carbon. I may have some of those in the lockers, but let's just do it the long way. We're gonna make 20 of these. Okay, and now with those two, we can make our semiconductors. Yes, it's a long, tedious process, but believe me, we haven't gotten to the worst of it yet. Okay, now the point of the semiconductors is to make superconductors. And I'm pretty sure I already have some superconductors laying around. Let me see. Yeah, I got 10 right here, so that's good. So that'll help us. So enriched carbon. We need to make some enriched carbon. Now this is another one that you can, aside from crafting it, you can often, this is often a reward for missions and things like that. So we're missing, what are we missing? Radon. So do I have radon? Yeah, as you go through this, I mean, that's the hardest thing. I mean, I have a lot of stuff already banked up here because I haven't made any of these in a while. What am I looking for? Oh, look, I already had 20 superconductors, so we really don't even need to do this part. But we will. We're looking for radon. We got cryo pumps too. We're gonna need those. Yeah, let's do it the long way though, just so if you're just starting out, you can see what to do when you run into this situation. Like, okay, I don't have any radon, but I need radon. So that's why you're gonna want multiple bases for certain things. Firestorm Farms is not the one. No. No. None of those. Oh, I know the name. There it is. See? Radon 6. So, if you're going to get into this process, you're going to need to set up bases for certain things, you know, that you're not going to keep on hand. And bases that you're not going to go to all the time, too. So, like here, this one is just for radon. I got another one for phosphorus and sulfurine. And then some others And then, of course, my farms. But this one, I believe, is just for radon. Okay. So we got the radon. So now we can go back to... Yeah, like you can see here, things like this, like mining operation SP1, that's sulfurine phosphorus. I try and, you know, name them so I can remember. It's always a good idea. Okay, we're going back to Zoo's Rest. So, yeah, you're gonna need multiple bases for sure. And you're also gonna need your farms. We haven't really got to that part yet, but we will in a moment. But really, depending how many you want to be able to make per kind of harvest go around, like I'm doing right here, you know, you could build a really big base and make a lot more. But mine's set up to do about 20 at a day, 20 a day. All right. So what did we need? We needed to make more enriched carbon here. We needed to make 10. Because we're going to make... Right, okay. Because the enriched carbon and the semiconductors make superconductors. And we want 20 of those. So here we go. Alright, and we got some leftover. That's fine. I like to save my leftovers in one of these ones, if I could fit them. Okay. Next up is we need to make polyfiber. Now, polyfiber is cactus flesh and star bulb. Now, this is where you're really going to want your farms to come in. Now, cactus flesh isn't going to be a problem for us right now. Star bulb, though, that's probably not enough. So, I have farms split between a couple bases. We're just going to go ahead and harvest everything here for now. So we got frostwort, which you're going to need for glass, your star bulb, which you're going to need for the polyfiber, some more frost bulb for glass, which we need for living glass, more star bulb, more of this stuff, the cactus flesh. And then these ones over here are all gamma root, but I don't think we're going to need to harvest those. So I'm going to leave those for now. But there's loads of... What happened here? Oh. There's loads of gamma wheat, because you do need a lot of that. But yeah. So, okay, we got our star bulb and our cactus flesh. So let's make 20 polyfibers. If we can. Because it takes a lot of star bulb, so... That one can be difficult sometimes. See? I ran out. That only got me to 12. So, do I have star bulb in any of these? I don't think so. So that means that we're going to have to hit one of my other bases. I should probably... I've known this problem for a while. Really, all I need to do, I think, is put one more star bulb thing out there. We are going to go to New Silverton. Because I have some farms out here too. So we're going to grab some more star bulb. Even though this planet I'm on has star bulb, I could, you know, just get it in the wild if I wanted. But this is a little quicker, I think. But yeah, you know, like I was saying, this is not a fast process to make these things. After, and I'm showing you guys like from scratch too, basically. Once you get it set up and get going, you know, you'll see like how I have leftover materials, and like I was saying, a lot of these items like thermic condensate, uranium, magnogold, grantine, cryo pumps. You can get a lot of that stuff from missions. Oh, I haven't been out here. This is my first big base ever. I still like it. But out this way, we got farms. Alright, there's a bunch more star bulb. And this one, I think, also has a lot of random stuff out here. So I don't really need any of that right now. So I'm not going to bother. No. I'll get the selenium, because we might need that. Yeah, this isn't the most efficient setup, but like I said, this was like my first big base, and, you know, I wasn't planning on, you know... I didn't know what a stasis device was when I built this base. I had a couple more farms upstairs. I think it's this one. Yeah, it goes up there. But I guess I'll grab the star bulb. We're not going to need that frost crystal. Yeah, these ones were just like, you know, one of each plant or whatever I had at the time. So they weren't really part of the process. Okay, so we got the star bulb, so it's still not enough. So what we need to do then is find some star bulb, which I know I have on this planet. Like right there. Alright, so let's cruise over there real quick. And I'm sorry if this is boring, but may as well include these parts of the video too, because this is something you may run into. No. Where were... Oh, no. They were over a little farther. This is a really good planet, this one. Yeah, so if you do get into the stasis device business, when you see these on planets, you're definitely going to want to pick them. Same with selenium. You could do the same with the frost crystals. And so, like, a lot of my bases are built around, on planets like this, around star bulbs, so it's not that much of a problem. I think I also have one around selenium. Not a bad idea if you find a planet with some good stuff on it, so just throw down a small base, just so you can grab materials without having to grow them, in case you don't have enough. Alright, so... we still need a good amount more. These red plants... This... Alright, here's a weird thing. Off subject. This planet, I've had for a long time. Like I said, this was like the first big base I ever built. And just recently, like this week, all of a sudden, like, nothing is discovered anymore. It's the weirdest thing. It's as if I've never been on the planet. Like, the animals aren't discovered. I don't know, but this game has had some serious bugs lately. Like just some weird stuff. Oh, I wonder if I ever used that. I never did. Most of these bushes on this planet, too, also have star bulbs. So that's another way you can get them. But yeah, I think to avoid having this shortage I sometimes run into, I think I need 2 more. farms, or 2 more, like, you know, domes of star bulb. That's easy enough to do. Alright, let's see now. Oh, that is so frustrating. All I wanted to do was show you guys how to make stasis devices. Well, no, I'm glad, because it is frustrating. So you may as well see it in real time. When my base was back that way. Yeah, that's really annoying. Like, everything is like I never scanned it before, which is so crazy. Because this is probably the first planet I 100% scanned everything on. Like, I've been all over this planet. And for a good while in this game, this was my only base. Or, like, my main base. I was like, how the hell did that ship get there? It's mine. Alright, so... Nope. I'm gonna have to find another patch of star bulb somewhere. Hopefully that's not just where we just were, but we'll see. Sometimes the game does that. Really annoying. And it is exactly where I just... What? Yeah. Alright. Well, I'm sure there's more. May as well rescan the birds since we're out here. Alright, that can't be right. That's probably the other one we just came from. So... Alright, I don't think we did that one. Shit. No. Sorry for saying a swear word. Alright, let's go out to this star bramble. Hopefully that'll be enough. Get the polyfiber. You know what? I'm gonna grab those pulpy roots. Alright, this looks like a decent area. Yeah, like, I really don't get how this game works and can just, like, forget that you've already discovered everything on a planet. But it's weird because it's like it didn't happen with every base I have, but this one. Okay, so if you're gonna make a stasis farm, you're definitely gonna need a lot of star bramble. Star bulbs. Very close. Wait, let's see how many we're missing. 75. Alright, we could... I think these trees might have Starbulb. No, Radon. Okay. Alright. I guess we'll have to just do these red plants. Need 11 more. Alright. That's not bad. We could do that. Yay. There we go. We got the polyfibers. Alright. See what I mean? It's, you know. Yeah. Now that's my mistake, though. That could have gone a lot quicker had I had probably just 1 or 2 more farms. I wouldn't have run out like that. Alright, so now we're going to go back to the other base. Where the hell is my port? Wow, this game has been weird lately with the way it loads. No. There we go. Okay, so the polyfibers need to be combined with heat capacitors to make circuit boards. This part is also a pain because not only does it require a lot of frost crystal, but it requires a lot of selenium. So you're going to want a lot of both of those. Because... Okay. So, next up, heat capacitors. Wanted to see if I already had some. Actually, let's fix this up a little. Let's put that in ingredient storage. We got our frost crystal. We don't need that now. But we do need our selenium and frost crystal. We got some frost crystal. We got loads of frost crystal. All right. But where's my selenium? I don't know if I stored it or what. All right. Well, here's 5. We already have 5. That I guess I made at another time, so let's see how many we can make. Alright, I'm missing selenium. Now, I'm pretty sure I have more. Yes, I do. Yeah, so you always want a lot of selenium. And if you have to, you can make it in a refiner. Okay, so there's 20 heat capacitors. Perfect. So now we can just put the selenium there. Also, we could get rid of the cactus flesh as well. We're not going to need that anymore. So now what we're going to do is combine the heat capacitors, the polyfiber, to make circuit boards. Not microprocessors, circuit boards. So let's make 20 of these. All right. And now with the circuit boards and the semiconductors, we can make the final piece, which is the quantum processor. The final piece of step 2. All right. Now I like to put my final stuff in here. We can already see I have some quantum processors. This could probably go somewhere else. Okay. So on to step 3, and probably the most annoying, I would say. Now, the first things we need to create are more enriched carbon and more nitrogen salt. I knew I had some nitrogen salt here. I don't know if we have any more enriched carbon though. But that's what we need. So let's make 20 of these. And then enriched carbon. Yeah, so like I said, you need a lot of radon. Okay, now with the enriched carbon and the nitrogen salt, we're going to make hot ice. Yeah, hot ice. Okay, now that we got our hot ice, we need more thermic condensate. So again, this is where you're going to want a setup somewhere that provides you a lot of sulfurine when you need it. Okay, now that we have those, we can create cryopumps. Cryopump. Okay, there's 20 cryopumps. Those are almost towards the last step. Okay, we got our frost crystal, and we're going to need that to make glass. But before we do that, we need to make lubricant. We need 20 lubricant. Now, this is where the gamma root comes in. And you can see I have tons of it because it takes a lot of it to make the lubricant. It takes 400 gamma root, and I think it's 400 gamma root and 50 fascium. maybe? Yeah. So you need a lot of gamma root. Okay. Now that we got the lubricant, now this is the most, I think, pain in the ass part, is making living glass. The living glass is going to get combined with the cryo pump to make the cryogenic chamber, and that's the last piece. So what am I looking for here? I want to see if I happen to have any glass. Here's another living glass. See, they get spread out sometimes. I hate when that happens. So living glass. No. Look, I had more cryo pumps. I gotta clean up these lockers. It's getting ridiculous. I don't even remember what I'm looking for anymore. Oh yeah, I was looking to see if I had any more living glass or regular glass. Alright, we do have some glass. That's good. Okay, so why this is difficult, or a pain is because to make one living glass, you need 5 regular glass and 1 lubricant. So there's 1. Now I need to make more. Just gonna make a whole bunch of glass, and hopefully we'll have enough. So yeah, frost crystal, another thing you're gonna want to have a lot on hand. All right, so yeah, that only got us up to 9. You see? See what I'm saying? Takes a bit. Please, Hello Games, give us an option to put how many we want to craft so we don't have to keep sitting here hitting the button like this. Alright, so the living glass. Okay, we got 15. So that means 25 more. Right? Yeah. 5. Ah. Stop. Okay. This should give us our 20 living glass. No, it didn't. No, it did do that. I guess I must have had a little extra lubricant. So, yeah, that's 20. Okay, cool. So now we go back. Wait, where did I put those? We need the cryo pumps, which I put here. So let's just throw the frost crystal lubricant and grab the cryo pumps. Okay, so now with the cryo pumps, we make the last part of step 3, which is the cryogenic chamber. Which is this thing. Okay, now we have all our 3 main ingredients for the stasis device, which is the cryogenic chamber, the iridescite, and the quantum processors. So now we're ready to craft. Okay, now there's 20. Now what we're gonna do is hop in our ship real quick. We're gonna go hit a rich system and sell these. And we'll see how much we make. And I actually haven't been looking at the time, so I don't know how long this video has been going or not. But I wanted to give a real idea of what it's like making those things step by step. All right, so let's find a tier 3 system somewhere. You always want to sell in a tier 3 system to get the best price. Like this one. See the 3 stars next to where it says high voltage? Tier 3. So, 3 stars. The price you get may also have something to do with the type of economy. Like, so maybe it's not just the tier, it's the type of what industry they're in, but I'm not positive on that. If anyone knows, write it in the comments. So yeah, so now that we're at this place, we're just gonna go to this station. I wouldn't recommend doing this like every day, because what's going to happen is you're going to max out your units and it makes the game a lot less rewarding when you do that. Believe me, I'm really happy with the new freighter missions and that it costs so much to buy those devices to find them, because that's really helped me get my units down. So like there's a reason to even make these things again. But so I would take it slow. But let's see how much we could sell them for. Okay, 321 million. And there you go. Watch it go up. 321 million. So as you can see, it's a way to make a lot of money really fast. But there's a good amount of time that has to go into it and a good amount of setup. But once you have it set up, it's really not too difficult, like you just saw me do. And it's kind of I think it's kind of fun in the way it's just like a zone out type of thing. It's a little bit tedious, but it's also one of those things, you know, you can put like some music on or watch something on your other monitor and just like do that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, please do a thumbs up or leave a comment. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you know, I'm trying to get as much content out there to, you know, help people with this game or show people this game because I really love it. So yeah, if you want, subscribe, totally up to you. You can even thumbs down if you like it, if you're one of those thumbs down people. But I love you guys. I appreciate you watching my stuff, and I will see you next time. Ooh, blue. Look at that. Nice. A class. Nice. All right, see you guys later.